Well, happy Friday, everyone. This is Greg Dixon from Shared Visions Unlimited, your chief publisher. And today I'm going to talk about capturing and publishing family stories. This time of year, I went to the local Remembrance Day ceremony down in the States. It's called Veterans Day. And throughout the world, they have ceremonies for the end of the World War II and veterans to recognize the work that veterans have done. One of the things that's evident on Remembrance Day is the number of people who were in the various wars are fewer and fewer. So they're getting older. There are very few from World War II, some from Korea, and then there's other ones. And so it just underscores the importance of capturing family and personal stories while you still can. So that's part of this. I realize this is almost my obligation to encourage people to do that and help with it. So essentially, what I'm going to encourage you to do is this holiday season. We're coming up to Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, and also the Christmas, Xmas, whatever, Hanukkah, whatever the season is. And you'll have people together, families gatherings, people coming for visiting for the holidays. It's a great opportunity to start capturing your family stories. And I've got a book that I'm going to give out here that's available at sharedvisions.com/family stories. It gives you some ideas about how to do that. And then I'll show you the image in a few bit here, and those gives you the basics. So it doesn't take too much. There are a number of ways of doing it. If you have just simply a smartphone, you've got a phone here, you have pretty much everything. Well, it disappears. Anyway, you have everything you need, really. You can video, you can type text, you can take photos of things, you can take photos of people, you can shoot video, and you can record audio. So how you capture the stories is not as important. We can figure out what to do with it later, but you can. Other ways of doing it, and I can facilitate this, is to have Zoom sessions or StreamYard sessions where you get family members on and telling their own stories. I don't know if you have an experience with your family when you get together and the weird uncles or whatever, your parents start telling stories that you never heard, and maybe you're a little bit shocked about them. And it's really valuable to collect those. If you just have an audio or a video recording of that, we can transcribe it, we can create things out of it. And the important thing is to capture them. So my methodology, if you're going to work with me and you can do it on your own, is I use Google Drive. I create folders and I upload assets, which could be photos that you have, other recordings, audio, things that you create, interview stuff, put it into, just collect it and organize it in a way that makes sense to you, maybe by year, an event or something like that. And then after that, they can be put together into a number of publications. So one of the things I offer is a website. In some ways, the simplest thing is a family website or a personal website where you post in articles, put in video, audio, all that kind of thing. And you can share it publicly. There's some ways of restricting it, but mostly you just share things. I have a thing called the Life Vault, which is a multimedia portal, basically a membership site, and that you can really differentiate. You can have things that you share with everybody. You can have things that you share with only specific people, and you can also put some life information in there that maybe only you and your family attorney have access to. So all these things are possible. I've done a lot with video. I can do video interviews with this is StreamYard or Zoom, any of those kinds of things. Again, you can use your phone. You can use your Zoom. If you have a Zoom account, you can capture stories. And I will go in and do things locally. Bonnie and I traveled around throughout the U.S. doing interviews with the pioneers of the natural health industry, and we captured interviews with people while they were still alive, and a surprising, shocking number of people are no longer with us. So it's kind of an urgency there's an urgency to this. Your family members you don't know. One of my stories is I wanted to work with my Uncle Joe to capture his World War II stories. I got a couple of minutes of video, but really I wanted to help him organize his notes and maybe create a book. But I procrastinated driving out to visit him. He's in Alberta and I live in British Columbia. And the moment passed. He became incapable of sharing his story, and then he passed away at nearly 100 years old. So if you have stories like that with your parents or uncles, aunts, even yourself, if you want to capture it, if you want to control the narrative, if you want to control the story that your loved ones tell about you when you're gone, then maybe this is for you. And create the stories, create the narrative for yourself. My mother wrote a book about her life. So this doesn't have to be onerous. Like there's a lot of moving parts, but you can make it fun. You can make it fun storytelling events. Get around the table, get people telling stories, record it with your phone, record it with the audio or video. Audio is less intrusive. You can put your phone on a pillow or something in the middle of the table and capture it. And again, the YouTube or Zoom and StreamYard can also be used, and I can help you with all this stuff. These things I'm going to encourage you just to go and do it. And I also offering that I can help you with it. I've offered a special discount on my story production services. That you can get the link to that at sharedvisions.com/familyfunstories. And I'm also offering a book here. I'm going to take off this. Let's see. I'm going to take off the banner. This banner is kind of in the way, and I'm going to put on a overlay. This one here. This is if you go to that sharedvisions.com/family-stories. There's a link here, and it's in flipbook format. You can link to that and read it, and it's fairly short, but it gives you a little blueprint about what you can do to get started capturing your family stories. I'm working on a longer book and a longer program for this, but this will get you started. And also reach out to me if you want to discuss your family. You can make a calendar on that page there. There's a place to make an appointment with me on my calendar, but you can send a note, text message wherever you're watching this. This is going out to YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook, and send a note and say you're interested in discussing your family stories. So this is could be a really good gift for Christmas coming up that you want to give one of your family members, maybe your parents, a little story about them, and something they can take with them, keep them, and it can be in all sorts of formats. Everyone I've created has been a different format. One of the most fun ones is I helped create a story production for Ruth Townsend, who wanted to tell her music story, and we did about some video and photos and collected her story from from age 5 to 80, I think it was. And we put all of that onto a USB thumb drive. Is all the video assets in the shape of a piano. I got some pianos shaped thumb drives from Amazon, and she put it in a really nice gift box and gave it to her grandchildren. And so now the grandchildren have moved away. They've gone to college, but they have a little memory of their grandmother in this thing. So, let's have a conversation. What do you want to do? It could be a full book, and one of the fun projects could be a family anthology, where you have each individual family member could have a chapter about them. I lean towards the fun stories, the incriminating stories, but maybe you want to do more biography or memoir, all those kinds of things. So let's talk. So anyway, that's all I have to say for now, and just consider capturing these stories while you still can. So happy Friday.